You don't know when they're going to come, when the effort that you put forth from an engineering standpoint is going to come back and pay dividends. If not for us, for an industry or for another company. So we gotta be happy about it all, and we are. We're happy for those one-offs, and we're happy for the guy that wants 10,000 for something special.
So why isn't your lunch being eaten by the Asians?
Volumes.
Scale
And all that sort of stuff.
Their strength is also their limitation. There are two things. They are set up primarily for extremely large volumes. We are not. We're set up for innovation. We're set up for the people who want to experiment and to have an entrepreneurial approach to development of a product. Also, again, our customers, space, military, medical, those guys, they want to be able to have control over the way their products are being engineered, not just at the beginning stage, but all through the product. And then after it's engineered, they want control over how it's being produced. They don't get that control in a 1,000-person shop in China. They get that control in the United States, working with a group of engineers who understand their products, and it becomes a collaborative effect.
If an Asian company's got a yield that's 20–30% less than the CM in the US does, a large portion of that volume capability that they have is being wasted. And on a cost level, that might not matter so much because you're paying so many dollars fewer per part. But if you haven't got the resources, if you're on a limited amount of silicon, for example, in one of these obsolescence buys, or you're on a qualified process line, you can't tolerate a yield hit like that. So that's where the U.S. and having the skilled people in the United States and the ability to work with your supplier as opposed to have your supplier work for you specifically and that's it, really comes into play. And of course, then on the high-tech design side, and not even counting volumes, just the ability to, in real time, work with the design house ourselves or the contract manufacturer, as opposed to having that 2-day delay every time you have a piece of information being exchanged, or a meeting with your kid in your lap eating dinner. It changes things. The savings are not just in parts. The savings are in the design cycle. The savings are huge, and I think people are starting to really pinch pennies and figure that out.